A severed fiber line to blame. Services returning to normal after 7 hours of being down.
News 3 learned that fiber line was responsible for 911 phone service for a number of counties. Columbia, Adams, Juneau, and Marquette counties each had separate numbers people could call in case there was an emergency. And Dodge County even reported cell phones calling 911 in the western part were affected. Dave Delosier is in the news center with the ripple effects of that outage today. Dave.
Yeah, Eric and Michelle, the outage affected 911 service to nearly 200,000 people in 5 counties. The outage occurred shortly after 9 this morning.
We take an average of 75 per day.
75 911 calls for help that would not make it to the Columbia County Dispatch Center.
My dispatch center shortly after 9 o'clock noticed several of the lights on the 911 center starting to flash.
With the fiber optic line that carries 911 calls down, they began notifying police, fire, and EMS of the problem.
We surrounded everything, as many places. We made phone calls to schools and hospitals to make them aware of it. Everything that any one of us could think of what to do, we did.
With the 911 line down for hours, there were problems.
Somebody had requested an ambulance, tried dialing 911 and couldn't get through. They in turn called the local police department, who contacted us over the radio.
The problem with the fiber optic line was eventually traced to this field north of DeForest.
We did a trace, came out here, searched it down, found out that a cable was cut. Unfortunately, the contractor that's in the fields out here cut the cable.
Frontier Communications owns and operates the fiber optic cable that runs from Sun Prairie to Portage. The break in the line prevented 911 calls to Adams, Columbia, Dodge, Juneau, and Marquette counties. Crews worked for 7 hours to fix the break in the line. Now, the contractor that had inadvertently cut that fiber optic line had notified Frontier Communications of their plans to work in the field. Frontier is looking into exactly how this accident occurred. And Eric and Michelle, again, we want to make sure everybody's aware 911 service is back and operating in all of those 5 counties at this time.
But a very long 7 hours for those emergency responders. Dave, thank you very much.